3-2-1 Media is about so much more than sports. It's about community. On 3-2-1 Media, you never have to miss a game. You can watch it on your phone, on your TV, and anywhere.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Business Over Breakfast with the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce. My name is Ben Barber. I am here today with Lisa Knickie. Hey, Lisa.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good to see you.
Thanks.
And we are here with, oh my God, I was so distracted setting up that I forgot to get your first and last name. So I'm
Ed Daniel from Battiscopa Tile Showroom.
I was going to say, is Battiscopa? Okay. Ed, how are you, man? I knew it was Ed.
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So I'm the owner of Battiscopa Tile Showroom. For those that don't know, Battiscopa means edge or trim in Italian. So I have that as our name, the edge of tile. So I thought it was a little clever, so I put it in there.
Love it.
It is clever.
It is. It's very clever.
And your new business, he's only been open since, I think, November was our ribbon cutting.
Officially November, but I was doing stuff in October. But so yeah, we're new, we're fresh, and ready to go.
And located right in Ashaway.
Yep, right over the bridge, going from Westerly to Ashaway, right next to Stonington Power, right next to Lucky House, Bob's Motorcycles, Amy's Fast Signs. Mm-hmm. She's there as well, so we're in that neighborhood.
And the showroom's gorgeous. I mean, when we did our ribbon cutting there, it was so impressive. It's elegant, but it's also expansive. Your
it's much larger than you think.
Is huge. So that's really nice for people to be able to come in and see so many different choices. Tell us a little bit about how long you've been in the industry and why Ashaway, and what are some of the benefits of tile, and we'll go from there.
So I've been in building trades for 25 years, both either doing or selling. Tile just happened to stick. I went to work for a friend of mine. He was selling tile, and it just was a natural fit. I like everything about tile. I like all the aspects that you can get, from simple 3x6 subway tiles,
classic,
to beautiful and unique mosaics. You can use it for floors, showers, accents, what have you. I'm sorry, what was the rest?
That looks like beach to me. I think in this beautiful community that we live in, that has all the colors of the sea and the beach, that would be perfect for a shower or something.
It's very Caribbean. Like if you've ever been down there, they have a lot of teals and periwinkle and a lot of different colors in there. So it's almost like an abalone type look, like a seashell.
Yeah.
Periwinkle is a color I have not heard in a while. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How about chartreuse?
Of course I know chartreuse.
So at any rate, I had picked Ashaway almost kind of by default. There were a few places in Westerly that I wanted to establish, but when Bob said he was leaving or closing the sales part of the motorcycle, and that part was going to be open, I jumped on it. I had to it was a little bit sooner than I had anticipated, but I didn't want it to get out of my hands. So
there's great visibility, easy parking. It's a main corridor. It has so many pluses for it.
And believe it or not, people still drive by and don't realize we're there until somebody says, "Hey, you passed it," and oh, okay.
All right.
So
you're a new business, so we're working on that, getting the word out more.
Absolutely.
And that's part of what you're here for today.
Right.
So we appreciate that. It's a family affair too at your business.
We're going to try and make it. So it's definitely myself, my wife. She's basically I would call her the office manager, but she handles a lot of those background things. My kids have been in the store, but they are in school, so they don't have a lot of time to do it. I'd like it very much to be a family thing, but we'll see how that goes.
All right, sounds good. All right, so what is some of the advice you have for a customer when they come in? Maybe they just bought a house and they're doing a renovation project, or there's just a room that is brand new and they just want a fresh start,
Mhm.
and they don't really know where to start when they walk
Right.
in. What's some of the first things you talk about with them?
So that's actually one of the first things that we do open with is number one, what room is it? Who's going to be using it? Because mom and dad don't treat a bathroom the same way that little Junior and little Susie do. So we got to be careful with that. Is it going to be the main entrance of the house as opposed to the mudroom?
Yep.
Those are very different aspects
Sure.
and designs. So we figured that out first. And then really you only need one thing to start the project. And that one thing can be whatever you decide it's going to be. So somebody might come in with a painting and say, this is going to be in the lavette, right off of the main entrance. And I want everything to revolve around this.
Ah.
It could be a vintage styled vanity,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to revolve everything around that. It could be, well, it's going to be off of the family room that has these colors, so I want it to pertain to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Somebody might just fall in love with this and say,
Yeah,
revolve
of
around this. So there's not a thing that you have to start with. A lot of folks will say, well, no, you need to pick this first, or you got to pick that first. It doesn't matter. There's so much diversity out there in your cabinetry, so much diversity in countertops, so much diversity in color of paints, fabrics that can be used in wetter environments now. I actually have tile that looks like wallpaper, believe it or not.
Really?
I do. So there's so many different things that can be done that to say you have to do X, Y, or Z, I think that's an old-fashioned notion
Mm-hmm.
that we really need to get away from and just jump in the water and start splashing around.
So find something that inspires you. If it's not already in your home, come to the showroom gallery where you
We'll
can
get
walk
you-
around
yeah.
and something's going to resonate with you, and then you can kind of go from there.
That's right.
And so obviously you provide design consultation services.
Correct. It's all done in-house. Nobody's going to come to your house. That's good and bad. But a lot of it is just come, see what we have. You like it, take it home for a little bit, see if it works for you in your
Ah.
space. Some colors will change from my lighting in the showroom to the time you get it home. So it's-
People keep it there over a couple days so they can see what it looks like morning versus. That's a great concept.
right. It's something that you really need to do. We used to have a situation where you just have to trust that it's going to be the same, and that's unfair.
Yeah.
Because you get it home and oh my gosh, it's not what I thought.
And then they're unhappy, but it's
They're
really
furious.
nobody's fault because you didn't go through all this process. So that sounds kind of like, I don't want to call it a rookie mistake, but a mistake that can be made. What are some of the other like pitfalls or things that you've learned over time that, we want to address this first so that we don't have disappointment or have a mistake? I'm sure there's all kinds of.
So as far as design is concerned, again, there's not really a right way to do it or a wrong way to do it. So the thing that most people make the mistake of is thinking that in a shower application that the tile is going to be waterproof, and tile is not waterproof. And if it is, say like a porcelains are basically waterproof, but the grout joints are not.
Sure.
So water gets behind the tile, kind of like this. If this was in your shower, it's going to seep in through the grout joints and get behind the tile and then migrate its way down to the drain. And so people will think that this is what's keeping everything safe from behind, but it's not. This is where we get into this kind of material. This is a company called Wedi, W-E-D-I. They're out of Germany, but they have a lot of stuff here in the US. And this is simulating a shower pan. It's sloped so that water goes to the drain. Also, they have panels for the wall. This is a 1/2 inch thick. So if your studs are here, that wedges in there, and there's a sealant that welds everything together, so it becomes 100% waterproof.
Wow.
To the point where if I tried to break these apart, it would break up here, not at the weld. So this is waterproof completely. This is a cementitious surface so that tile can get stuck to it. But in this case, the blue is what's waterproof. If I put a hole through here, it's waterproof until it gets to the
Got
other
it.
side.
Got it.
So if we have everything waterproofed, that you could technically take a shower in this with no tile to it.
Not so pretty, but
It's not pretty at all, unless that's your thing. I mean, it's very industrial, I guess. But the water just comes here, goes down, and finds its way to the drain, and then evaporation takes the rest of the moisture out of it. That's what keeps it from destroying your subfloor, creeping
Sure.
down to the basement, falling down into your kitchen. So it's really all about the preparation of the materials, and then we get the pretty things.
the fun part,
and
the pretty stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful.
So that is
Love the
Carrera.
visuals, Ed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great explanation. It helps people understand a little bit about it. So one like this, it has much bigger sections.
Mhm.
That's a lot more grout, a lot more potential for
It is, but that's okay. Grout joints are what keep you from slipping and sliding.
Yes.
Very much like the tread on your tires. It
Yeah.
allows water to divert somewhere else. So your foot goes on this, and the grout joints
Little rubber stops almost along the way.
almost.
I've stayed in some hotels sometimes where you get out of the shower and you feel like you're on an ice skating rink.
Yeah,
It looks beautiful, but it also feels a bit treacherous.
it is.
And I
But
would
people
think
still do it. People do it in their
because
homes.
it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. You're right. They don't want to have a bunch of little lines. They don't like the way grout looks. They don't want to see. It just disrupts their eye flow. So somebody might want to use a large format tile like this.
Pretty.
Porcelain. I could drop this on the floor and
It's gonna
damage
dent
your
the floor,
floor before I damage this tile. But you can use this in a shower. It makes it kind of difficult. They have to make what are called relief cuts so that it still pitches to the drain.
Okay.
But even though this is matte surface, if you get enough soapy water underfoot, you're going to go.
Yeah.
If this was a polished surface, you're going to go faster. So, you got to take that into consideration while you're
Making your
looking into it.
decisions. Sure.
So if you can see on the camera, this is a polished surface, and somebody will say, oh no, it's polished, I'm going to break my neck. Maybe, but most likely not because of the
Yeah.
surface here. Just because it's polished, it's the joints that keep you from slipping and sliding.
Okay.
So those are things that we generally use in a shower pan. If you're in the bathroom floor, the lavette, the kitchen, pretty much any matte finished tile is going to be sufficient. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's sufficient to keep you from slipping and sliding. So the dog bowl spills over,
Yep.
not a big deal.
Good advice. What's this one here that you have with all the black, and it looks like it's sort of half black and something else here?
So there are, if you're dealing with stone, like this one, if we get you tile that's made out of marble, because they are porous surfaces, we want to make sure that they get a sealer on them, preferably before they grout and then again after they grout. So 2 times should get you for a good number of, well, maybe a year, depends on how frequently you're using this. But what they're demonstrating here is a product that when it's wet, it changes color. Like when the concrete out on the street gets wet, it changes color. Some people like that.
Yeah.
Some people don't. So if you like it, we do it. If you don't, we don't.
But you're disclosing it up front.
Right,
So
right.
people that think that's a cool effect,
Exactly.
they can say, yeah, I
Yep.
knew, as opposed to I was surprised, because you're trying to mitigate any kind of potential disappointment. It's a big investment for people.
Correct. So, but at any rate, it can change the color or it can not change the color, but we want to seal the product so that if anything, makeup, jelly, wine, what have you, falls on it, it helps to repel until you can clean it up.
So how frequently should somebody be, from a maintenance standpoint, when you have tile,
So
dealing with it, and what should they be doing?
Ideally, you should be looking about a year.
So
If you-
every year.
Every year, just make it part of your spring cleaning, your fall cleaning, whatever regimen you do.
Mhm.
You want to stay away from acidic cleaners. So vinegar, ammonia, chlorine, those are acids that will eat away at the surface of the product. It can actually damage the product. If you have pH neutral cleaners, and there's plenty of them out there, that's the best way to clean that. And then just give it a good sealer. Again, once it's not a big chore unless you have like a gigantic room. Most of the time it's just in the shower, the niche, the backsplash, squirt, 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 massage it in. You're good to go for another year.
Good info. Who does the installation?
Not me.
Just gotta put it out there. So
I-
you must have established relationships with local contractors.
We do. I try to work very closely with the installers and the general contractors, designers. Whatever they need from me, I'm more than happy to provide for them. If they need technical advice, I do my best to provide. If I don't know the answer, I know somebody that does. So we're never really caught in a situation where, what do we do here? I don't know.
Right.
But I do try and work with installers and builders because they are going to be the ones trying to figure everything out. The homeowner just wants it done.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure you're getting feedback from them, the customers afterwards. So that helps you when you're making recommendations for some of the installers too, so that you have a good comfort level.
Many of the customers that I've had thus far have been very appreciative. They'll email me and say it's beautiful, it's great, or maybe they come back and show me a picture.
Love that.
The best way that I know that they're satisfied was somebody else comes in and says,
Referral. Yep.
Jane sent me and she said I should come talk to you. That's the best way to know that I'm doing something good.
Nice. For those of you who are watching and you received Chamber of Commerce gift certificates this holiday season, because we sold like almost $100,000 worth in December alone, guess where you can use them? Right here.
All of them. Bring it all to me.
You know, if you got a big load of them, it'll help you with that project on your wish list.
Absolutely.
You can go in there and do a little bit of shopping. And the pictures are beautiful. You have a great website, but there's nothing like going into the showroom. Do people need to make an appointment? They can just walk right in.
So for the beginning scouting phase, I call it, you can just walk on in and just bring your camera. And here's a helpful hint for a lot of these things, and it's not just tile. If you create a little folder in your camera roll and tile, lighting, plumbing, and when you take your pictures, download it to that so that you're not there scrolling through.
Like a little Pinterest board almost.
Almost like that. So it'll help. And so you start taking pictures and you download them in here. It helps to facilitate, this is what I'm looking for. Do you have something like this, or can we do something like that? So no, you don't have to have an appointment. Just come on in. If you have that one thing that you're going to revolve everything around, bring it in.
Thing.
If you have pictures of your space, of this space, okay, well, this is where it is, and this is the nook over here, and these are the so it helps us to plan things out. Okay, well, then let's make sure that we have something decorative here when you walk in the door, or it's going to be centralized, you know, what have you. It just gives us a good idea as to how are we going to put everything out. So if you have those things, it's a really good start. Once you start getting into, okay, well, I've made decisions on these other things and this doesn't work anymore. Okay, well, let's change gears and maybe go in a different direction. Let me show you something similar.
You have so much flexibility though. The variety is endless.
Right. So like when somebody goes to a countertop shop, they might have 100 items for you to look at. I have thousands.
Yeah.
So if I have to shift from gray to taupe, let's do that.
With ease, really.
It's almost, very easily. Just reach over here and
instead
grab.
of 50 shades of gray, you have 50 shades of taupe. Taupe. Right? I had to. What do you think sets you apart from other businesses in your industry?
Or just I have a lot of diversity. I have a lot of diversity. I decided not to do wood floors. I decided not to do vinyl laminate floors. I decided not to do carpet. I wanted to focus solely
Specialty.
so that I can have a lot of different things that are one thing.
Mhm.
This is all tile, but there's a lot of diversity in it.
Mhm.
Tile is not always the answer. I hate to tell it to myself because I think it is the answer for most things, but it's not always the answer. Sometimes a vinyl floor, a luxury vinyl click together floor, maybe that's the better thing to do. Or maybe you go to wood, maybe you carpet something, I don't know. But if tile is in your realm of style, we have it.
It's a great place to start. And it's good too that you're asking all the questions up front so that as they're making those decisions, they're considering purpose. They're considering size of the room, not just is it pretty and how much does it cost? All these other things, maintenance and everything else. It's so much more important, really, than the aesthetic end of things. So that dialogue and that trust that you're building with your customer is really huge. What's been the biggest challenge, do you think, since you opened up?
Getting people to know we're here. We've done a little bit of market research and tried to figure out what the best way to get people in. Google and Facebook seem to be the best way for a business like mine to get the word out. I do put out a lot of reels on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep, eye candy.
So people just need to be able to visualize and conceptualize and think of things maybe that they hadn't thought of it before, like putting colors together that most people would never have imagined that they do go together. And again, something like this that's already pre-made, most people would never have thought about putting a periwinkle and a chartreuse together.
Unless
But
you're
now
an
you do.
interior designer by
Right.
nature.
Right. So
But your typical contractor probably not so much. And
Not so much.
even the
They-
homeowner.
a lot of contractors just want to go
It's safe.
the safe black
Of
and white.
course,
It's easy to
of
get.
course.
It's very affordable. Bada bing, bada boom, off you go.
Yeah.
But anyways, to your point was how did we put ourselves out there? It was again through the Facebook and getting people to recognize that we're out here, trying to get professionals to recognize that we're here and that we provide good product.
And you're here today, and that's going to help as well. So
I hope so.
every little bit. And if you're a contractor and you're watching, go on in so you see what they have to offer. If you are a new homeowner or an existing homeowner and you're already thinking ahead to when I get my tax refund this spring, I want to tackle a home project. Now's a good time to start planning for that.
Absolutely.
Do people, when they decide on a tile, is it the type of thing that you order it and it comes in 4 weeks? What's the process? You have a bunch on stock. It really depends on what you pick. What can somebody expect?
So most things I do have to order everything. I don't stock anything because again, I have so much that I could never possibly
You would have to be
house
an airport hangar to have
It would,
everything.
maybe 2 of them. But most things can be received in about a week. My vendors come to me weekly, or they simply box it up and ship it, and I get it in about 4 or 5 days. So there are some things that are either going to be handmade, and then we're at the mercy of their schedule.
Right.
There are some things that might be out of stock, but if we know that we're planning ahead 2 months, a month and a half, maybe it's not so bad. We can wait for it to come in.
Okay.
But usually a week is standard. And
Which is quick. That's quick.
it's not bad. I mean, in the day of Amazon, they can get it to me tomorrow. Well, I can't get it for you tomorrow, but if we're patient and we're planning ahead, then a week is generally pretty good.
Yeah, it is. We're not Amazon people here. We're small business and local people here. So
Absolutely.
a week works.
Yeah.
What question haven't I asked you, Ed, that something I didn't cover or something about the business that you really want people to know? Did I miss anything?
Not really. I mean, if contractors are out there and they want to talk about the nuts and bolts of the prep work, such as the waterproofing, I have another visual for us.
I love it.
This is the company that I prefer to use for floor heat. it gets adhered to your subfloor using a cement to get this orange pad to stick down. Then at some point later, the installer will throw this wire in. The good thing is, if I have, say, 100 square feet of floor, I only want to heat 30 square feet. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do it in front of the tub, in front of the vanity, in front of the toilet.
Smart.
And over here.
So it's more cost effective.
Exactly. And so then it gets embedded with cement so that it heats the cement, which heats the tile, and nice and warm.
I was going to say that is toasty. And what percentage of like bathroom projects do you think go that route and have the heated?
Not enough. For whatever reason, someone will.
It's all I want in life.
It is. I have heated seats in my car and thought that was the cat's meow, but this is really stepping up.
Right. So there are some folks that just don't have enough heat in a space, especially if you have an older house that is drafty and you just can't seem to get that exterior or the hallway heat into the space. So this is good for warming the floor. It's not going to heat the room,
of course,
but
takes the edge off.
It does. It does.
It's a really nice touch.
So when you're getting out of bed and you're nice and toasty and you stumble into the bathroom and all of a sudden that warmth just seeps out of you into the tile floor, your vinyl floor, this is a game changer. It really is. Oh. And it's not expensive. The initial startup of it might be a little bit of an ouch, but as you go along, it's like having a 60-watt bulb lamp turned on.
Oh, wow.
And it really doesn't use a whole lot of electricity. A lot of newer houses, they are doing them in certain rooms that are on the exterior of the house, say like a mud room with a lavette, a laundry room. You want to have just a little bit of warmth in there. So it's available. But at any rate, if contractors want to come in, talk about the nuts and bolts of it, again, I can get most of these things in about a week if we plan far enough ahead. And these guys produce waterproofing pans and panels and stuff too. I prefer the blue one to the orange one, but when it comes to the heat, I think these guys are the best.
So I have a silly question. I'm presently not a pet owner. I've had pets my whole life, but do people like heat up certain sections of their floor because that's where their pet likes to hang out and that's a more comfortable spot? Or no? I bet you there's somebody out there.
I don't know that anybody does it for that, but the cat and the dog will find us.
They're going to seek
and
it
it'll
out.
become theirs.
Now that you've said it, if Jackie watches this show, we will be.
She's going to, I mean, think about it, because we don't like our bare feet on a cold floor, and your pet is experiencing that same thing if you live in New England.
And our cat seeks out, like, she sits on top of vents.
Of course.
She loves wherever it's warm and toasty.
Yep. So think of your pets, people. Think of your pets. Thank you. It's been educational and interesting, and having been in the showroom, it's just so impressive. You and your team do amazing things there, and the variety of options is exciting for people. I'm sure for some it's overwhelming, but that's part of what you help. You help narrow it down, based on purpose, based on price, based on all these factors that we've talked today.
And the other thing is that at the end of the day, 95% of what I show in my showroom does not pertain to what you're doing at home. So you'll be overwhelmed with all of the beautiful things, but at the end of the day, we've narrowed the search down to this is what we're doing. All of these other things, pretty as they are,
filter those out.
Right. We're not going to be doing them. So you might need to step out, get your breath again, come back in. But it'll get done. It can get done. And that's really part of my purpose in it, is to get the right thing for you and make sure that you're happy with it.
All right. So we're going to recap where you're located. What are your hours? What's your website?
All right. So for the winter, my hours are going to be, we're closed on Mondays. We're in store from 9 to 6 on Tuesday through Friday. Thursday, today,
8 o'clock.
Everybody come down. I'll be there till 8 o'clock. And then on Saturday, we're there from 10 to 2. I do allow for, if you just can't make it by 6, let me know you're coming and I'll be there. If Monday is the only day that you can make it, we'll find some time. So just give me a call, let me know. Again, we're in Ashaway, so you are on Route 3. You go over the bridge, past Chase Hill Road, and it's the first business complex right there. If you see Lucky House, you went too far, pick up some dumplings and bring them back to me.
Yeah, they're
And
delicious. It's
they are.
dangerous.
That's one of my
being so
favorites.
close.
Right.
I also want to thank you. I know that you're a veteran,
Oh, thank you.
and I appreciate your service, and I know that our community appreciates your service, and that's worth mentioning. A veteran-owned business,
Yeah.
and we're here to support you, and we appreciate the sacrifices that you have made.
My pleasure. It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Great. Well, so that's it for your little business highlight this morning. If I could just mention a couple quick chamber things, and then we'll let everyone go about their day. We want to remind everybody that our chocolate stroll is coming up. It's in February. It's on the 12th. It's only $20 to buy a ticket, $25, and it gets you into more than 20 locations. I had a bunch of people message us last night that saying, okay, it's only this price, but then how much is it at each location? No, the ticket gets you into each location.
Yep.
You might get a brownie at one spot, a cookie at one spot, a cannoli at one spot, but you basically run around for 3 hours, burning all your calories while you're collecting all your chocolate goodies. You can either eat them on the spot, or some people I've noticed in recent years are bringing little Ziploc bags or little lunch boxes
Oh, there you go.
and putting it in there so that they have chocolate to sample for the next couple of days. But February 12th, and we want to thank Amigos Taqueria and Tequila. They basically produce the event, and they do all the work, the legwork, securing the restaurants. We do the marketing end of things. It's a great partnership. People pick up their tickets there that tell them all the locations, and it's the proceeds always support chamber programs. So thank you, Wendy Carr and the folks at Amigos, for that. So that was something really important to mention. If you are one of those folks that witnessed the Nutcracker Trail and the craze that just went on with the huge media coverage we received on that, it was on, I think, 4 TV stations, front page of 2 newspaper articles. And we had a lot of people that came to this community from Massachusetts and other places because it was on TV in New York and Mass, and it's the only one of its kind in the country. If you want a Nutcracker for 2026, I can't believe I'm saying these words, we're expanding the trail, and there'll be another Nutcracker Trail one more time. So those that already own one will have one that they can put on display next Christmas season. And we have 51 new locations already committed for the trail for this year. So
Wow.
I think we will get just that much more traction of people coming who want to visit each location and see them all. So
I had so many
Contact us.
people call me and say, "We saw your Nutcracker on the news. We saw your Nutcracker," and then so many people that actually went into Fretz to see it, which was really nice.
it was a
And,
great spot for it,
Oh, fantastic spot!
and
for
a
it.
wonderful
And
collaboration.
we love Zach, and if he'll have us, we'll put it back there next year.
Awesome.
But for now, as soon as we get it back, we're gonna put it, I believe, right behind you.
Oh,
in
You're going to
that
decorate them
little
with
spot.
each holiday,
Yeah.
change them up.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so Valentine's
sure.
Day is in a few weeks. I'll
Yeah.
expect him to be decked out.
I haven't seen him in person yet.
Oh, he's fabulous. He's
I don't even
fabulous.
want to admit that, but I haven't seen him in person yet.
All right. All right.
So-
Well, with that, we're going to wrap things up today. We hope everyone has a great day, a prosperous business day. We wish you wonderful health and happiness in the new year. This is my first time here in 2026. And I just want to thank you, Ben, for continuing to provide the service to the community where we can showcase great people like Ed and showcase these wonderful businesses that have outstanding products. And you get to know them. You get to know the people behind the products and the people behind the services. So thank you for taking the time today.
My pleasure.
And visit us at oceanchamber.org for more information, or call us anytime at 401-596-7761. Thanks so much.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. And this weekend, the new iPhone is here, and we have them all in stock. Come get the brand new orange iPhone 17 Pro or the brand new razor thin iPhone Air. The best part is trading your old iPhone and get up to $1,100 off. I mean, you get the brand new iPhone for free. But this weekend, you can get the brand new iPad and Series 11 Apple Watch for free. It's all happening down here at the Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners. Don't delay. Stop in today.